Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to this Throne Room Tuesday, where we basically put in a throne room something that we may be struggling with and that we need prayer for. So, my name is Sheila Rollins, and I am a founder of H.U.L.A Ministries, Entertainment, and Associates, Inc. And on this YouTube, we are Overcomers Anonymous, where we support anyone desiring to overcome anything. You can call at 267-437-7790, or you can write at P.O. Box 1543, Wilmington, Delaware 19899. And remember to give me a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe. So today, what I would like to put in the throne room is a surrender and a complete trust in the Lord. And so basically, I have trusted God. I have developed this trust in God with like my physical needs. And recently, I have been even broadening that trust to include my psychological needs, and my social needs. And as a result, today I am happier in my life. Okay. And so I want to tweak it just a little bit to include God even more. Like a lot of times we ask God for prayer and we want it just the way we ask. And so that limits God. There may be other ways that he wants to bless us, other things that he wants to give us with that prayer request or the answer to that prayer. For example, I think it was Sinbad was saying that, like if you pray to God for a car, right? And this was just a joke. He said, you might need to ask for some money for some gas. Okay. But however, the point is that we need to not limit God. And so, the verse that I want to do from the Bible is saying, this is Proverbs, the 3rd chapter, verses 5-6. And basically it says, trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not to thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him and he will direct your path. And so I like that because I have situations right now that I've never trusted God with and I have before him in prayer. One is my relationship. Now, God did not, what I had chose in the past was chosen as a result of where I was in my level of healing. Okay. And so I want to end that. And I reconciled that with just the idea with that. I didn't love myself enough to have a great relationship like some other people may have. And the other person, of course, because I didn't love myself, I attracted guys and even a husband that didn't love their self enough either to be to offer a great relationship. So as a result, that it failed. So right now it's like maybe 20 years ago, God said he had a husband for me and I cried. I didn't want him, blah, 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 blah. I keep watching the time, because I was filtering it through those experiences and also a bad marriage. But today it's like, I want to be open for all that God has for me, no matter what it is. And so today, what I basically said to Christ, and this is a long stretch, I said, it doesn't matter what color he is, what he has and what he doesn't have. All I need to know is that this is your will for me. And as a result, I can accept it. And I mean that. I don't matter, no matter what color. He can be Jamaican and he can be African. And the reason why I said those two groups of people is because I've had problems in my life with this group. I've never been in a relationship with one or anything, but I've had problems with these groups of people. However, I released it to God and healing. So the other day I had this experience. And so, another thing that I have before God is a car. Right now I'm dealing with some anxiety, so I'm in therapy for it. And what I'm doing in therapy now is trying to sit up front, closer to the front, whether I be on the bus or in a car, try to sit up front. And that's been working out, except for when I'm feeling like really, really anxious, like maybe somebody's driving too fast or something, and we almost get into an accident or something like that. And then, it sets off that anxiety for me a little bit. And so, I sit a little bit further to the back, or at least in an area where I feel guarded because there's a seat in front. So, okay, getting to the car. So I had just released God as far as like being able to bless me with a car however he sees fit. Whether I go to a dealer, a used place, or to the auction. Before I was like, I don't want no car payment. So therefore, Lord, I want you to bless me with a car from the auction. So, okay, so even though I'm not ready because of the anxiety, I've been still looking. So I goes into this place, I think it was Thursday. It was last Thursday. I goes into this place. And so I have a pact with God, basically like to kind of narrow it down, because as you know, there's all kinds of cars for sale, all kinds of cars that people want to give away or whatever the case may be. But what would be good enough for me is what's God's will for me in this situation. So I had this pact with God, and I would say, basically, God, I would know if you have the person say X, Y, Z, these words that I gave to God, between me and God, silently, to where nobody, not even the devil, could hear what I said. And so basically, I goes into this, it's a repair shop, but they also sell cars, a lot of cars that people bring to be fixed, but they don't come back. And so anyway, the Lord blessed. The guy said exactly what I said to God. Now, the other part is to try the spirit. Because the Bible says in 1 John 4:1-5, try the spirit and to see if there's of God. And so now I'm still praying. And you pray for me. And so this Throne Room Tuesday, welcome, welcome, welcome. And I want to broaden my trust. And hopefully there's some people out there that wants to do it too. I love you. See you in the next YouTube.